So, something that I think is kind of cool and interesting is that over time, um, humans haven't really changed a whole lot biologically, but technologically, we have adapted a lot. And I think that that is something really interesting. Um, because we kind of look at our technology and see as like the technology is something we use to kind of make life easier, but we may not necessarily directly associate it with ourselves. And a lot of people kind of like there's like talk when someone like thinks of like a cyborg, they think of like half of their like half of their body is like I've got a robotic arm and a robotic leg, and then the other half of me is like still me or whatever, like that's what a cyborg is, where like the technology is directly like infused into like your body or whatever. But I would argue that like most of the world is already a cyborg in the sense that I would consider my phone to be a part of my body, um, considering how much I use it and all the things that I use it for. Um, and that kind of goes for other technology that I have. Um, like hunters, if you go back to primitive levels of technology, like a spear is just an extension to your arm. Um, and I don't know. I just feel like um, we progressed biologically up to a point, and then we kind of hit like the peak of our limits biologically. So we upgraded to technologically advancing, and so at some point we're going to hit the peak of technological advancement. And so I don't know what comes after technological. I want to say that it's um, uh, maybe like something mental. I want to say that mental advancement is the next level for us. I'm not certain about that. I don't really know what the next level would look like because I don't know if we're there yet. We might be in kind of transition right now. Um, but I feel like our technology is kind of our new form of evolution. Um, uh, and I think that that's really cool. That we've advanced enough biologically to then advance technologically to then advance in some other form that we haven't quite gotten to yet. And I think that is just like a really cool thing to think about, that at some point, um, our advancement is going to shift to a whole, like a new genre or whatever. But I also just think that it's also cool that like our technology is a part of us. And like I said, I'd say that my phone and probably your phone is a part of who you are. It's a part of like your body. You don't leave home without it. Um, you never want it to run out of battery because it's like losing a part of yourself, because it's how you communicate with people, it's how you um, interact with the world, and uh, it's just a big part of how life is now. So I feel like having things like that is like we're basically cyborgs in a way, and I think that that's kind of cool. Um, and I'm interested to see where I guess it leads us. Like I said, I don't know what the next stage of evolution looks like, but I think it would be cool to see. Um, I don't know. I think that it's mental, um, or maybe spiritual is a better term for what I'm thinking. Um, you know, and I feel like that's my reasoning for that is because I feel like there's a slow but steady growing of that kind of mindset, or like a mindset that's kind of similar to mine, where it's a little more conscientious and stuff. And I feel like we kind of need that to advance more technologically. Because I feel like we're very limited right now with the whole need for profit and the whole lack in overproduction and overconsumption, like all those things, and are holding us back a lot. I think because if someone comes along with a product that is cheaper and more effective, um, it tends to not make it to market because if the brand that's previously running the market is big, they don't want it to really see the light of day, because then they're out of business, and sometimes them being out of business means other businesses are out of business. I saw a YouTube ad recently that was like, if oil's gone, then so are your shoes, and so is this, and so is plastics or whatever, and like all these things, those are gone too. And I probably skipped the ad, so I didn't see the end of it, so I don't know what exactly they were trying to sell me on. I don't know if they were trying to sell me on like shoes that weren't made with oils or what, but all I really paid attention to the fact that like, that's a good point. We're trying to move away from fossil fuels and stuff, but a lot of the byproducts of fuel production are used in a lot of other places, and so destroying that industry also means that all those other industries are messed up as well. And the solutions are probably more expensive, so they don't really want to do that, and all these things. So I don't know what I was talking about. I lost it. I don't know. I just feel like, what was my subject? Yeah. Considering what my topic was, I'm way off subject, and I'm going to end it here. So, peace out.